Hello, everybody. What's up, gamers? And welcome to the 1-2-1 All Skills 2021 tournament in Hollow Knight. We've got a pretty exciting match today. Blue versus Slow. They've got nearly identical PBs, only 2 seconds apart. And I'm here commentating with Wally.
Hello, hello.
Are you feeling excited for this match?
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped for the match. Like, it's not that often in this tournament at this stage that we have such a close PB rate, so I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, it's a really good time. We shall be counting down the racers here now. I can do that.
Okay, while you're counting down, it seems like chat is complaining that my mic is too loud. I will be lowering it a little bit more.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. So yeah, chat, if anything is wrong, just let me know. Try to adjust on the go. Okay, countdown just happened.
Yeah, racers should be heading off in just a few moments. Yeah, once
Yeah.
their delay and all is done.
Okay, while we're waiting for the stream delay, just like the usual introduction for all the new people in the chat, the game is played on the older patch 1.2.2.1 to enable a couple cool glitches and skips. And the first of which will be observing just as the gamers started their run by obtaining the early control in the King's Pass to kind of skip the superhero landing animation that I'm sure you're all like seen many times.
Yeah, hopefully they'll both hit it because
Yeah.
it's not a fun time to lose that 5.5 seconds in the first 10 seconds of the run.
Yeah, I actually did that in my first race.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very depressing thing to have happen. Well, they hit it, so
Yeah.
we're good.
And the first instance of important distinction between runners is whether they will have good or bad Vengefly RNG, the factor that will decide the race, basically. I'm just half joking.
Pretty identical. Pretty identical vengeful positions there, so that's nice. I think they'll both be getting at least 52 King's passes here, which is a very nice time for a race. And, overall, from this race, I'm hoping to see a very, very close race as long as neither racer has any huge mistakes like deaths or anything, just because of how close their PBs are.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, and there we see 0.16 seconds difference leaving King's Pass.
I'm also interested like how Blue will handle the fact that he's running like multiple categories at the time and even multiple patches at the time. So we'll see if running current patch will screw his muscle memory or something like that.
Yeah, true. Blue has been doing so many different categories, and his PB is also quite a bit older than Slow's PB, so it might be that Blue has improved quite a bit since he got that time. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see for sure.
And both having clean Grazer drop, you'd love to see it.
You really do.
We'll see if both of them will hit double spike.
Hopefully they go for it at least.
Okay, chat is still saying that our mic level is uneven. So maybe
I could maybe turn mine up a little. Hold on here.
Meanwhile, we're still having a less than a second of a difference between the racers while they're going through the goal line.
Did you catch their speed arenas? I was adjusting my settings, so.
I've seen that Blue missed like one of the aspects, and since the difference stayed pretty much the same, I assume that Slow did that as well. But
okay, yeah, cool.
Now chat is saying that you're louder.
Oh no. Maybe I should not have adjusted it on my end. That was perhaps a mistake.
I can just turn like my mic more away from me.
Maybe we should just wait for the restream
Yeah.
right there
Yeah.
to handle that.
Okay. They're saying that it's better now.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, now
All right. Speaking of the race itself, we have both of them heading over to False Night here, with a difference of 0.8 seconds between them. So
yeah,
extremely
False Knight on
close.
SG.
Yep. We'll be seeing what happens here.
In terms of Geo, Slow is actually quite a bit behind. Only has like 9
yeah,
Geo.
that's true. He must have gotten really bad RNG from the Aspid Arena to have only 9 from that. So 18 is the maximum you can get there.
And Blue had pretty much like the perfect False Knight pattern. Like practicing a little bit of a quick kill, showing off.
Slug got a backwards jump there from False Knight, so we'll be seeing a little bit of a divergence here in the times. Yeah, about 3 seconds different. And the most important part of the run here, they climb the VS. So Blue actually misses 1 jump. Huge mistake. That'll cost him at least half a second. Oh! Actually, this is interesting. Look at that. Slow basically made up the entire difference there by having just a better climb to VS.
These jumps are deceptively hard, actually. Like it's so easy to mess them up.
Yeah, they are. Because you have to do a really tight turnaround right after landing on a platform from below, and it really is deceptively hard to do that perfectly every time.
Yeah, there's like no clear visual cue for that.
Yeah. And when you're really trying to cut those last frames from those turnarounds, it can happen. What happened to Blue that?
Yeah, and the runners are pretty much synced up while they're going through the mount. So, like, the only difference here will be, like, basically double plank execution and Baldur RNG. And both of them getting the first double plank, yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, Blue is getting hit by the Baldur. I think, I assume he didn't cap his FPS.
Oh, that could be, yeah. Because those guys, oh, that's, was that a first spit for Slow?
Yeah, it seems like
that was weird that happened there. Blue got slightly worse RNG than Slow, but both getting out at very similar times. But yeah, about the... Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, just to point out, on this patch of the game, Baldur's physics is FPS dependent, so the more FPS you have, the less amount of frames they will roll, which like just makes them land on top of your head after a very short distance of travel.
Yeah, if you have like 500 FPS or something, you basically don't see them move at all when they roll. It's kind of ridiculous. Both getting some soul here on the Grassy climb to be able to perform this one shot on the Baldur, which hopefully they'll both be able to get. Sometimes this guy just doesn't get hit by all the hits from that off-screen fireball, but it seems like they both get it just fine.
Yeah, and Slow is maintaining like 8 geo of a deficit, and he's getting the fireball skip while Blue is failing it, which will put him like 2 seconds behind.
Yeah, it's about a 3-second time loss to miss the fireball skip there, so Blue definitely losing the lead there by just a little, but as has been the trend this race, still extremely close performance from both of them.
Yeah.
And here we're coming up on the fireball scups in Green Path, which, if you fail them, they can be actually quite a drastic time loss. So let's hope we see clean fireball skips from both runners here.
And Slow gets it cleanly as well. Oh no, just barely. Will he get a single? Let's go.
Very nice.
I was so nervous right now.
Yeah. That was so yeah, an unfortunate miss on the double fireball attempt there from Blue, but that forced him to go for a single fireball on the second fireball skip, which is
missing the second one.
That's rough. But the single fire, oh my god, Blue gets that one too. He's gaming.
Yeah, Blue's actually very good at single fireballs. Like, I've noticed that a long time ago.
Yeah, clearly. But yeah, Blue getting both single fireballs there, very, very impressive performance. Even though it was caused by missing the double fireball on the second one in the first place, but very nicely recovered from that mistake from Blue.
Also gets a double, which basically puts them back neck and neck.
Yeah, this is a wow,
Look at that.
1 second difference again. So it's a nice back and forth we have going here.
Slow will have to get a couple turnarounds to get more soul.
Yeah,
Oh.
so here we'll be seeing the Moss Knight Geo collection. You can get either good RNG or bad RNG here, where the right side Moss Knight can be far left or far right. Seems like Slow got bad RNG and Blue got good RNG. So Slow had to wait there a little bit for the right side Moss Knight to come closer to the left side to be able to hit both Moss Knights at the same time with 3 fireballs. So small RNG time loss for Slow there. Oh, and he misses them. Yeah. That's a little rough. Slow will be going into this Hornet fight with a bit less soul than Blue.
Yeah, and the difference between the bad RNG for most knights and good RNG is like 3 to 4 seconds, like 2 to 4 seconds, depending on how they behave.
Yeah, that's definitely like a range of time losses there, depending on how good or how bad the RNG is. Like, it's not just a binary thing necessarily.
Slow is getting very good Hornet fight, and Blue is getting like a bit unlucky with the patterns.
Blue gets the kill there, and Slow finishes a few seconds later. We'll be seeing the exact difference here once they quit out of the game. Nice fights from both though. Very clean execution-wise. So 8:18 for Blue and 8:21 for Slow. So about 3 second difference, yeah. More like 2, but yeah.
That Green Path had quite a lot of events, I would say. Very
eventful
Green Path.
It's not often that you get to see that's exciting of a Green Path, especially those single fireballs from Blue. I was very impressed by that. And here we're heading down to the Mantis Claw, and there's a couple spots that you can lose pretty considerable amounts of time on here if you mess up the little pogo skips in this area, mainly Explosion Pogo and Mantis Pogo, which we will be seeing in just a few moments here.
I wonder if anybody goes for the slash turnaround strat here.
Yeah. Okay, Blue doesn't.
Yeah, and Slow. This is understandable.
No static slashes for us, but yeah. Very much understandable.
And interesting divergence, like Blue's taking the bottom route, which is a bit faster, but you collect less soul. And Slow's taking top route. It's slower, but collects more soul for the more comfortable fungal rocks.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure why Blue chose to take that bottom route.
Yeah, especially considering that he still killed the mushroom and got like the freeze frames.
Yeah, that is true. Like, I'm not sure if that's even faster than just doing the top route, but the difference is like less than half a second anyway, no matter what you do there. So not the biggest thing in the world either way. Gonna grab some Geo here to be able to afford a certain nailout later on. And then the Explosion Pogo. Blue hits it first try. Slow also hits it first try. Very nice. Still 1 second difference between the racers. Like, we're 10 minutes in and they're a second apart. It really shows that the PBs are very much an accurate representation of their skill levels right now.
Yeah, at least in like an early game.
Very, very clean double dash from Blue there. And Slow gets it with 2 pogos. Yeah. Nice.
It's still very clean execution.
Good stuff from both. Very, like, super good fungal wastes from both runners there.
I wonder if they like watch the stream at the same time as they're playing.
Yeah, personally, I'm not a fan of watching the restream while racing, but we'll be sure to ask that after the race if whether they were watching or not.
Yeah. I watched all my races back to back, and it did not affect my performance positively. That I can say for sure.
Yeah, I can definitely see it being a little distracting trying to watch the restream while also just trying to play the game and worrying about the opponents' times. So here we're heading over to Grasmum, after which we'll be grabbing Shaman Stone, which is the only charm we get in this run. And Slow appears to have Frozen. That's
Yeah. I wonder
not
if
good.
it's just a restream or.
Yeah, hopefully just a restream issue that
Yeah.
will be resolved momentarily, but we'll see.
Oh, his
Meanwhile,
stream is offline.
oh, that's problematic.
Yeah.
Either way, though, Blue is heading to Grasmum here. We'll be hopefully seeing the quick kill here with three. No, actually, no, yeah, 3 fireballs and 6 nail hits afterwards, and that's easy for Blue. And the cleanup here can be actually a surprisingly big time loss if it does not go well. But
Oh, they're
actually,
separated a bit, but not too hardcore.
yeah,
And gets
not
vaulting
the
storage.
best cleanup R&D there for Blue for sure.
Okay, Slow is back. Slow stream is back, and seems like timer is still working. So yeah.
Okay,
I'm,
that's fantastic.
yeah, that's very reassuring.
Hopefully, it will get back running on the restream as well soon enough. Meanwhile, though, Blue is setting up the shade skip here, taking an intentional death after benching on the Salubra bench, and then hopefully not getting a shade fireball because that loses a
Oh, and
good few. Oh,
instant shade fireball. Okay,
oh,
Slow
let's say,
stream is back on restream. Nice.
oh yes, let's go.
Okay.
That's fantastic. And look at
And
that,
they're
there's
neck and neck.
yep. I don't know how Slow's Grasmum fight and cleanup went, but clearly it was fairly similar to Blue's because this difference is barely noticeable. We'll see here. 12-13 exiting this Blue Lake room and 16 for Blue, so 2 seconds difference. Blue misses the little sneaky soul totem hit there.
Yeah,
in that
it's very
room.
non-trivial to get.
Yeah, it's surprisingly tight to hit that soul totem through the floor there. But it's not really a big deal. It just makes the geo collection in this next room a little easier. And here we see them grabbing this top pro.
Yeah, the geo here kind of becoming quite like crucial. Oh, and so it's getting a bit unfortunate with the bottom row RNG.
Yeah, very, very rough positions from the bottom row there for Slow. Blue gets much luckier pattern, and
Oh yeah.
that actually puts them exactly even again. Interesting.
Oh, and they're almost 20 geo apart. Like Slow is kind of
Ooh.
in a bit of a trouble. Like it's not apparent immediately, but it can backfire significantly on King Station split later. So it will be
Yeah,
very interesting to watch.
that's true. Did you notice where Slow took such a deficit in the geo? Because I saw
He's
that they were basically even at
yeah.
Hornet 1. So
Yeah, I assume that Slow didn't get any Big Mantis Geo because because Big Mantis Geo is what usually puts you over 360 before like the Shaman Stone. So and he also missed one of the husks in the bottom row because he was hugging the window.
that is true. Yeah, if one of the husks in the bottom row is really, really far right to the point where he is touching the window, then you can't really go for it because doing a fireball from right next to the window will just cause the game to think that you fired the fireball into the window and just not fire it at all. It's
Yeah.
super annoying.
Seems like Slow is like down again. Oh no, Slow stream is actually fine. So it's probably just a restream issues.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like
should be.
having
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I'm having like runners streams open just in case like
Yeah, fair enough. hopefully that'll be resolved momentarily. Meanwhile, I do see blue getting these hopper geos here.
He goes for the pogo strat, which is a bit risky. If you pogo one of the hoppers just unlucky enough, you can get him like out of bounds and like hopper will get stuck in the ground.
Yeah, that's that's not what you want to see. It's a very glitchy animation where the hopper just
Oh,
just like
slow at 2
taking
HP.
ground.
I'm
This
getting
is
like my
actually-
race flashbacks.
Yeah, it's a little scary to be low here, but I think slow will be quite alright.
The chat is very interested in what is blue about to do here on the screen.
I think he's buying some kind of nail art? I'm not exactly sure. Do you know what it's called?
Yeah, let me put up my notes. My notes says that the nail art is called dash slash.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. You won't need me to repeat that, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, and
anyway.
and Slow gets his dash slash as well.
Very, very nice. Both racers reaching the nail art just in time.
Okay, and Blue's having like 32 geo, I believe. Yes, 32 geo exactly. And Slow is having 13, like 20 short of Blue.
Yeah, 13 is like fine there. Blue is just like extremely wealthy in terms of geo.
Yeah,
Right
look at
now, I
that.
think.
Both of them are getting one hit already.
Yeah, that's not good for this
Yeah.
this little segment here, because you need to go to Soul Sanctum right after this little climb up here. And Soul Sanctum is a not nice place to be when you're low HP. That's
Slow
for
gets one
sure.
of the walking stories after elevator. Very nice.
Yeah, that was nice. And Blue performing the lever skip, which Slow also gets here. Both relatively cleanly get through. And,
Yeah, Slow got hit one more time, which is like becoming a bit. Oh my god, and another
yeah.
one.
Oh my!
Slow, please, I beg you. Like,
This is really bad for Slow.
this is really rough.
Slow's gonna need to take a little bit of a slow down here to heal. Do you see what I did there? Slow down.
Yeah,
Wally?
yeah, I definitely heard that. My brain is registered that and seen that. That was very like neat. But I was just like sweating because like Slow was at 1 HP, so
Fair enough.
wasn't
I thought you were just ignoring my awful
No.
pun.
No, I definitely registered it.
Fair enough. Anyway, the Blue performing probably the biggest lever skip in this entire run, or probably the entire game, to get
for
an
sure.
early Shade Soul by using the dash slash ability to reach this little lever right before Shade Soul.
Chat is going crazy.
Maybe I brought them some happiness back. Anyway, here we're heading towards the Soul Warrior fights, which is up above this elevator where Blue again uses a lever skip to open this gate and reaches the fight.
Yeah. Oh, he got hit, but overall
Yeah.
quite clean fight.
Yeah, that's fine that he gets hit there. He's very wealthy in terms of HP.
And
Let's see Slow's fight as well. Two doubles.
Slow is going for the left side fight and gets it very cleanly.
The important fight or important thing with that fight is just getting those two Shade Soul double hits, and then it's like four nail hits maybe after that.
Yeah.
Something
Exactly.
along those lines. Oh, and Slow gets actually a really nice spawn in terms of killing that
Yeah.
that Soul Twister there.
It will help with Geo a lot.
Yeah, it lets him get through there safely with his low HP, and also gets extra Geo, which actually puts him ahead of Blue now in the Geo department by quite a bit,
Yeah, for
which is
sure.
quite nice. Let's see the Soul Master quick kill.
Blue gets quite nice pattern. Oh, I
Not
cursed
the
it a
best
little
pattern.
bit. Definitely cursed it a little bit. But still quite
All right.
clean.
Yeah. The important thing with starting this fight is getting that Shade Soul towards the right to hit those soldiers, which Slow actually
misses,
did
yeah.
not get there. Yeah, that was probably a little bit of a fat finger in terms of inputs.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
pressed dash instead of spell there, I think.
Yeah, looks like it. Oh, and he spawned too high. Nailed him.
that was a very unfortunate first phase pattern for Slow. Meanwhile, Blue just finished the second
Oh,
phase. Doesn't go for any fancy strats there, but just a nice old vanilla phase two.
yeah.
Yeah, very. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Blue definitely building some like time advantage over like Slow getting hit a lot of times in the city, and like better Soul Master fight.
Yeah, for sure. Especially the Soul Master first phase. Blue made up by a lot of time against Slow by getting a decently clean fight there.
Yeah, at least Slow gets lucky with the second phase, like basically the best RNG you can hope for in this
Yeah,
situation.
I think Soul Master did 3 dives there and immediately went into the non-diving form, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the fastest dives you can get. All right. Did you check the time that Blue exited the Soul Master arena?
I registered something about like 20 something seconds of a difference, but
It
I'm not
has probably
sure at which
increased quite
point
a
it
bit
was.
now
Yeah. I
with
think
the
it
Soul
was
Master
like
times.
20 seconds before the second phase.
Yeah, I believe
Chat
Blue
is
was. Yeah, go ahead.
chat is saying that 21 seconds advantage from Blue.
Oh, I think it's actually 39 seconds different. Just 21 seconds gained on the
Oh yeah,
fight itself.
I am
Yeah.
unable to read apparently.
Yeah, words can be difficult sometimes. That's fair. Let's see Blue's Geo situation. Yeah, 263, which is no 65. Yeah, 65. It's pretty comfortable. He'll be just fine. Actually, he gets all the Geo from that corridor there, didn't he? He
Yeah,
killed
it looks
all
like it.
4 husks. That's actually quite rare to get that lucky with the patterns. But yeah, the important thing with the Geo in this segment is having 300 by the end of it, so you can afford to buy the King Station stag toll thingy. So Blue will
Yeah.
be getting the rest of that by diving through this glass floor here and grabbing some from these enemies. Oh, he
He's
gets.
actually get an
Wait,
extra.
why did he get so much Geo there? That was very strange.
I don't know.
Not sure what's going on there, because after getting this stag toll here, the Geo basically doesn't matter at all for the rest of the run. It's very hard to run out of Geo for the rest of it, as long as you don't miss much from the Watcher Knight's chest. Oh, Blue gets
Oh,
the.
Blue gets hit twice.
Oh yeah, that's also true. I was excited about him hitting the King Station little ledge jump there, which is surprisingly tight to get.
Yeah. I was wanting
But
to point out that he actually like has to get this jump because he was short on HP, like to farm
Ma-
soul.
oh yeah, that makes sense. Blue does get the 2 free heals while waiting for the stag there, which is very comfortable.
Oh, and Slow gets it as well.
Oh wow!
This
Like
is
I
getting
don't think.
suspicious.
How are they so good? And we will be heading into Crystal Peaks through the top entrance with the dive, which is where Blue is going over to at the current moment. Just gonna grab, hopefully, a little bit of solo from the enemies on the way and makes his way to Crystal Peaks. And Crystal Peaks is, in terms of movement, probably one of the coolest areas in the entire run. So many cool cycles and lasers and underplat and all the good stuff.
And the dark room and the crushers.
Yeah.
Very
And the
exciting.
crusher cycles are so cool.
Also Crystal
It's
Pogos and Mount. Yeah, just very juicy splits.
yeah.
Actually, something to point out, Slow saved an extra grab there, like just below the Soul Sanctum entrance.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, he did it
Props
like
to
in
Slow.
106 way by upslashing like under the grab.
I think we should give like an advantage of a minute to every single extra grab save in this run.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. Unfortunately, it wasn't like, oh, Pogax from blue, very nice.
Yeah, very clean execution there.
Yeah. It's not like the most optimal way to save that grab, but still very admirable. Like the most optimal way to save him with the dash slash on the way to Sanctum.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's the fastest way?
I mean, that's the fastest way in terms of swag points, so...
Oh, yeah, that's fair, that's fair.
Difference.
Oh, interestingly, Slow doesn't even go for the Pogags there.
Yes, this is something I've noticed. I watched Slow's no reset just before the race and noticed that as well. He didn't go for Pogax.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the other screen, Blue did go for the God Cycle here in this room that Slow is currently in, but got hit by the laser at the end. And Slow does not go for it because he lost a bit of time with the movement before, which is... Yeah, he probably would not have made it anyway.
Yeah, also maybe like a bit worried about HP, so understandable.
Yeah, you you don't want to take extra damage in this segment for sure. Oh, what? Why? Why would you do that? You got the freaking nail art. It's free. Why would you do... Okay, so how do I even process that? An underplat, of course. Woo.
Yeah. Like underplat, like just failed in comparison.
I am just shocked that Blue went for that. He must have forgotten to charge the nail out there on the way. On slow screen, you can see there what the usual strat there is. It's using the dash slash there in the air to stall to get your dash back in the air to make it to the platform. But Blue just straight up went for 2 dashes in the air, which is a really precise trick in comparison to the version with the nail art. So.
Like, this is something you do not go in the race setting.
Yeah, especially when it's not necessary.
Blue gets like slammed by crashes because it got unfortunate like wall jump, but gets like second try.
That was a bit unlucky.
Such a flex. Oh,
I know, right? No welcoming surge threats, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Here we see the dark room from Blue though. It can be costly to make a mistake here because it brings you all the way back to the start of the room.
Yeah, luckily Blue runs like all the categories with the dark room, so very confident.
And Slow gets a nice crasher cycle, much faster than Blue's.
Yeah,
for sure.
Any walking storage? No.
It's unlucky.
Oh, full HP, almost full soul though. What can go wrong, TM?
That's an unfortunate hit for Blue. Probably won't be going for the Crystal Pogo here. Yep. Very understandable at 2 HP.
Not going for the Crystal Pogo after going for that 2 dashes.
I know, right? Slow did get a very clean dark room there, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Something I noticed there, Blue didn't go for this C dash that Slow's doing right now because I'm fairly certain about this. He didn't do it because it does not work on current patch. Oh, Slow gets the Crystal Pogo too. Wow, really clean mount.
On current patch, but it's just not consistent, so...
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, it basically doesn't work then.
Yeah. Like, it's not something you go for in current patch, like, definitely.
Yeah, fair enough. Both hit the little momentum storage here to get early control from the descending dark quite cleanly. Nothing interesting to see there really, unless you've never seen that trick before.
Yeah. Seems like Slow should gain some difference over like Crystal Peaks, because
I would say that overall Slow had the cleaner peaks, even though he didn't go for a lot of the swag strats like Pogax and whatnot, but just not much mistakes. Whereas Blue definitely took some extra hazard hits on different things.
Yeah,
that
chat
cost
is
him probably
informing
at least
us that Slow gained 8 seconds.
Wow, very nice. So 26 seconds difference here at Descending Dark. That's we're seeing a comeback here. Blue gets underplat number 2. Woo. Oh, did you see? Did the slow get
Wall jump. He's
bit
playing with us.
spooky?
I've seen that slow, yeah, went for Descending Dark.
Oh yeah, on the off the platform there. Yeah, I think it's a little faster to do it with the D-Dark.
Yeah, it's
I
a bit
heard someone
faster.
say that. Yeah. And here we're just quitting out after the dream now to go grab ourselves a Lurian. The quit outs are a very, very useful mechanic here. Bring us all the way back to the Watcher's Spire, where we last benched. Like this category has so many quit outs. It's like there's like 10 quit outs in an hour.
Yeah, it seems like this is the most like without heavy category.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know what's up with that. I guess it's just that the skills are so like kind of far apart, and a lot of them are just like on their own in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and
Like the nail arts, for example. So it makes
yeah,
sense to have a lot of quit outs.
And certain skills are like intricately dependent on each other. So like you have to have one of them to get another one.
Yeah, true. And then once you get the other one, you quit out too. Go to something else. But here we do have the Watcher Knights fight. Blue gets very, very clean first Watcher there. And D-Dark makes this fight quite easy to survive, so not expecting to see any deaths here, but we could still be seeing a very large time difference in the fights themselves, just due to RNG and handling of the different patterns.
Yeah,
Blue seems to be having a pretty nice fight here. He's not lost much time yet.
Very nice Shade Soul, like that was very smart to like do it on the wall.
Yeah, Blue knew that
off screen.
The other Watcher was low enough to get killed by a single Shades, also just fired it there.
And Slow does this as well. Very good decision making from both runners.
Yeah. The triple hit Shade Soul there is
Oh, that's such a troll.
Yeah, that roll was unfortunate for Slow. I think Slow lost a little bit of time there on the fights.
Yeah, seems like it. Like Blue had a couple parries, but nothing like that.
Yeah, Blue, for the most part, was able to keep DPSing them for the whole time. It's really bad, especially in this category, if you let the Watcher Knights start a roll of some kind without having any soul available. So you're just straight up losing time for the entire duration of the roll, which is exactly what happened to Slow there at the end of the fights. If Slow had gotten a melee attack from the Knights, that would have been like 4 or 5 seconds faster to fight for him.
Yeah, for sure. He also got hit right before, so maybe that affected like damage rotation a little bit.
Yeah, that's also true. So I think that was like a 35-second cutscene from Blue, and 59 from Slow. Yeah. So
24 seconds.
Yeah, math. I think that's correct. And here we see Blue grabbing the last real geocache.
This is actually very interesting. Blue's heading up to the Spike Tunnel skip, which is insanely easier on current patch, which Blue is running currently. So I'm very interested to see how Blue will handle that difference.
Yeah, that's true.
When I'm playing on current patch, like for 2 days, I'm having like troubles like on 1-2-1 for the like entirety of my like next 1-2-1 session. So I'm like really excited to see how Blue will handle that.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure like how much time Blue has had for practicing this on 1-1, because he's been really grinding the 112% lately. But we will see here. And he gets
such a
swagger. Of course.
Downward into a drop, like, and then first try Spike Tunnel. Yeah, just the difference between patches doesn't exist. It's a myth.
Yeah.
Oh, why did I?
That's unfortunate. Never compliment the runners, because they will mess up the next thing, no matter what.
Yeah. And Slow doesn't get like the first try, and the second try.
Yeah, Slow's actually having some trouble with this.
Oh wow, that becomes like a bit scary.
Yeah, for sure. Being low HP on this split
Probably some
is very
nerfs as
tough.
well.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure. Oh, yeah, this is taking a death here would be brutal
yeah. Like
in terms of
Deathload
time.
loses like a minute 40 here. Oh,
Yeah,
and yeah, with all the retries, that's very unfortunate.
yeah, it's well, these things happen in a race, just like
Yeah, for
nerves,
sure.
and sometimes that happens to me too with a certain skip where I just feel like I completely lose all the muscle memory for it. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
I don't know why
that's
it
so
happens.
relatable.
Yeah. Like on some day you can just start going for a skip and just fail it like 20 times in a row when you
Oh
feel
yeah,
like you're doing exactly the same thing as you usually do. It's a very annoying feeling.
yeah.
Probably
Like
exactly what happened to Slow, yeah.
sometimes you like getting a frame perfect jump after like not touching it for 2 months, and sometimes like the trick that you just perfectly done like completely stops working. It just happens.
Yeah. It's just a brain thing, I guess. But that will be a pretty brutal timeless here for Slow.
Oh yeah.
Blue meanwhile getting pretty clean stuff from everything on Isthmus tier and beyond. And
We'll be seeing how Malorks treat him.
yeah. Hopefully well, I don't know what we should be hoping for. Should we be hoping for Blue to get absolutely crushed by these so we get a close race or
Okay, Slow gets it. Nice.
Oh nice, very nice Slow.
Yeah. Oh, blue goes like for the hitless strat
Ooh,
on that one Malork and gets it. Only 2 hits,
yeah.
not that bad so far.
Interestingly, Blue managed to get a hit less from the one Mauler that usually you do get hit by, but he got hit by two of them that
Oh
normally
yeah,
you're able to
he went
avoid.
for that hitless strat intentionally because there are like 3 hitless strats that are like I would say 85 to 90% consistent. All of them are like slower than just C dashing through, but they are very consistent if you're like worried about your HP.
Yeah, I've never learned any of them, so I don't know how difficult they are, but
Yeah, like I mean, I I guess I go for them in the tournament, but usually I just skip because I mean HP is not doesn't matter much on this segment
yeah, yeah.
unless you
Blue
get
gets
absolutely destroyed.
yeah, sometimes the Monarch just don't want you to exist anymore on this planet, and they definitely let you know when they feel that way. Blue did get a pretty decent fight against the Broken Vessel there. Not quite the one cycle where you kill him immediately after his headbangs, but a decent fight altogether. And I don't know if you missed it, but Blue actually got the basin wall jump
Yeah,
with
I've
the dash
actually
jump off the
noticed that. Yeah,
wall.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he got it first try, which is very nice.
Blue gets all the swag today.
Yeah, he's been hitting a lot of swag strats, which is it's nice. And here we see a little high five from the runners, one exiting and one entering the area that Slow's heading into here.
Right,
Blue
yeah.
on his way towards the Hornet 2 fight, which is I think people consider it to be the hardest fight of this run, and generally,
Yeah, it
right?
seems like this is like general consensus that Hornet 2 is the biggest roadblock just to like finish a run for new players.
Yeah, it's kind of the watcher nights of this category compared to any percent. Although maybe not quite as difficult. Slow getting pretty nice Monarchs here. Getting hit by that crawling on the wall though.
Yeah,
Hitless on the
pretty
last
much
one.
in the same position as Blue going into the fight and skips the basin skip, it seems. Yep,
Yep,
going around.
that's my people.
Blue doesn't go for any like bellfly hits. Although he has
Yeah.
like one soul, probably got it like on one of Vengeflies or on the husk.
Oh, that's unusual to have soul here without killing the Wenchfly.
Oh yeah.
I never have soul here.
Yeah, on current patch you would go for the cyclone drop, so you hit
Oh,
like the Photoshop platform. Oh no,
oh
I've seen it
no.
coming. I've seen it coming. It
Yeah,
happens so much with me when like you get like an upwards momentum just before the D Dark is triggered, and you get hit by one of the infection blobs. It's so unfortunate.
yeah. Just a super unfortunate attack pattern there from Broken Vesser for Slow. Getting hit straight out of the D-Dark.
Yeah,
Like 0.1 more seconds and Slow had the iframes on the D-Dark there. And it was completely fine,
yeah,
but
for sure. Slow was behind by about a minute and a half, going like out of Yzma's tier. And now it's like another solid minute.
yeah, it's gonna be quite a difference here. We're gonna need some quite costly deaths from Blue here, I think, to
Yeah,
make this.
Blue meanwhile like demolishing Hornet too.
Yeah, Blue having actually a really nice fight here, I think.
Yeah,
Lots of
taking,
dives and double hits.
yeah,
Although
taking
he,
some damage chunks, but doesn't seem like. Oh
oh,
no,
this could
okay,
be bad.
I
Don't
should shut
curse
up.
him, Molly. Yeah, just don't talk, okay? You'll
Blue,
curse him.
please. Okay,
Okay.
okay, we're fine.
Blue does get through the Hornet fights, even if it was a little bit close. Thanks to a certain pastor, you're just cursing the hell out of him. But
Yeah, I should play in my game that calls commentator curse does not exist.
yeah, and Slow does finish the Broken Vessel with a really clean fight on the second way around, as it tends to go,
Oh
right?
yeah, for sure.
If you ever die to a boss and do it again in a race, then the second fight will be like the best fight you've ever had in your entire life for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is.
It's the same reason why Blue got all the fireball singles in the green path. They
Yeah,
become extremely
exactly.
free after you miss it once.
Maybe it's like an adrenaline thing. I don't know. But yeah, I would imagine Slow is a little bit tilted here. That might have played a factor into the Broken Vessel death after messing up those spike skips earlier.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Uh,
That's very
it,
understandable.
yeah, it's not easy to come back from a setback like that. Just like mentally speaking, it's hard to get out of that mentality.
Blue's heading to the King Station. Will be staggering over to Dartmouth to get a Cyclone Slash.
Yep. Cyclone Slasher has some really nice movement here as well. Honestly, all of the nail art splits have like just very fun movement.
Oh yeah. Like the climb over to Howling Cliffs is very fun, and many runners have like their different strats.
Yeah. I'm myself a believer in the right side wall jump only climb.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
It feels
With like
so nice
this,
to do.
yeah, with like a cheeky pogo on the spikes.
Yeah, exactly. I think Monster is the first person to do that strat, at
Yeah,
least from
Monster is
what I
definitely
saw.
the one I stole it from.
Yeah, same. We'll be seeing if Blue managed to get whatever strat he decides to go for.
Yeah. It's for the kind of left side mostly.
Ooh. That's actually, I don't think I've seen that exact climb from anyone before.
Yeah, as I said, like every runner has its own climb.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, clean fight, not fight, clean climb regardless though,
Yeah.
for Blue.
The fun thing
And
about this climb is that 1.21 and older patches has an interesting bug that where enemies touch the ceiling, your jump gets interrupted as well. So like the Vengefly that is off screen can touch the ceiling and you will just fall into the spikes.
yeah, it's annoying when that happens.
Bam. Fin.
And Slow's having a Hornet fight here.
2 needle throws already.
Yeah, seems to be going quite nicely. Oh, it takes a hit there. Hopefully, we won't be seeing any deaths here. Getting a lot of double hits. Wow. This is looking like a really fast fight for Slow.
Oh,
Look at
that's such a
that!
spicy fight.
Yeah, that was. I don't think he had a single fireball there that didn't double hit, right?
Yeah, I can't recall one. Like, maybe he just didn't fire one, like, but it was very clean fight, like really spicy. Definitely made up some time here.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it will still definitely require at least one death from Blue for any realistic time saves to be made in terms of the race.
Oh
Even though
yeah, yeah. They are
it's a
very
little
like
unfortunate, but it's the truth, right? The
yeah.
reality.
They should be like over 3 minutes apart for now. Yeah, chat
Yeah,
says 3:20 after weeks. Thanks,
yeah.
chat.
So, Hollow Knight is definitely a game where deaths in races are just a really terrible thing to have happen in terms of the closeness of the race or whatever.
And
Just
they are like just a reality. Hollow Knight is a hard game.
yeah, Hollow Knight. It will happen to, to anyone racing this game eventually. It'll be interesting to see if Blue hits the Umu 1 cycle here, though.
Oh yeah, for
That is
sure.
certainly another point in the run where a large amount of time can be regained or lost. The main idea with the 1 cycle is to knock Umu out of bounds on the right side of the arena and just blast her in whatever Umu is with a bunch of Shade Souls when Umu's outside there, out of bounds.
Almost a bit high, but also to the left.
Yeah, this is a strange position to have Umu, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
Nice, yeah. Very cleanly executed there.
Blue is running both true ending and all skills, so perfectly knows what he's doing in this fight.
Yeah, that is not surprising to see that he's comfortable with the 1 cycle there. And Slow is showing off his Howling Cliffs climb here.
Yeah, like left to the right, to the left to the right.
Yeah.
And just changing sides.
Yeah, that's a fun way to do it. Pretty clean execution there. And the exciting Dreamer sequence where we watch a cutscene for like half a minute. Yes, well, Slow is also watching a cutscene, but a different cutscene. This is the content we came here for,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I really wish that all skills gets optimized to a point where you have to kill Manamon and Hera with Cyclone Slash. Because,
Please no.
actually, both of them have somewhat consistent visual cues, and unlike Lurian, like they don't really drift horizontally. So you really can do it.
Have you actually tried to do that? Because I tried to do that like a long time ago, for like 15 minutes, where you have to be clear here, the Cyclone strats and the Dreamers, you have to like wiggle in and out of that hitbox to get the Cyclone Slash to hit multiple times.
Yeah,
You
with
can't
the very
just
tip
like
of your
do it.
nail. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that is extremely difficult to get on the Dreamers because they have this floating animation to them where they float back and forth, up and down, left and right, and that makes it very annoying to try and hit them with anything that's super precise.
Yeah, I've tried all three of them, and it seems that Monomon and Hera don't really drift left and right. Because like I was in Great Slash Split, and I got pretty good like at like Monomon wiggles, and Hera seems like to be the easiest one for some reason, at least for me. But
Hera does have the have the thickest hitbox, so
yeah.
I suppose that makes a little bit of sense.
Still not something I would go in runs.
Yeah.
Maybe like for the swag on a dead run, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Get that comp sub. But Blue is heading over to Great Slash here. Some of the most enjoyable movements in the run to do here, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
A bit of an unusual way to do that C-dash there. Normally people C-dash in from the preview screen, but we'll see how the rest of the split goes. Whereas Slow is also trying to get an Uno cycle of his own. However, that decides to go.
Yeah.
Getting a bit unlucky on the attacks here from Uno.
Two slow attacks is, but at least that doesn't look like he will be getting an extra here. Yeah.
Yeah. A very comfortable position to have Uno, and
Very sketchy first Shade Soul, and should be good.
that was good.
Yeah.
That was really clean.
Yeah, very textbook one cycle.
Yeah, it doesn't really get get cleaner than that.
Blue doesn't go for the spicy turn jump, like right side climb to Shio.
Unlucky.
Stop the gun.
That jump is so sketchy.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand it. I think Blue had a pretty clean Great Slash overall there. I was mostly watching Slow on that Umu fight, but it seemed like Blue didn't have any major mistakes
Blue
at all.
Had a couple damage tanks, but nothing like too criminal.
Yeah. Not bad.
Yeah, we'll be going over to Wraith's Arena. Yeah, okay, I remember how to pronounce the word.
The English pronunciations are the weirdest thing in the world.
Yeah, it's very, very hard.
Blue stopping the C-dash there to avoid getting hit by that Uma in that room. It can be super annoying if you try to C-dash through it and it just hits you out of it.
And HP on this split is kind of important.
Yeah, very, because you have to go with the same amount of HP all the way until Hera through the entirety of Dark Deepness and everything in between. So you really do not want to be taking extra damage here.
Yeah, and every spider just wants you to die, so...
Pretty much. I was seeing if Blue's got the Howling Wraiths Arena.
Oh,
Ooh, this is actually... Yeah, that's not the best thing to have happen. Let's see if he picks it up.
pretty quickly though.
Oh yeah, nice recovery. Oh, I actually missed the last one. Yeah.
Very good recoveries from like pretty much any situation. You have to see.
Yeah, Blue had a couple of mistakes with misplaced Shade Souls where he was trying to hit 2 squids at the same time with a single Shade Soul, but only missed one. That actually happened twice, the same exact thing in the fight, but as you said, really nice recoveries and didn't lose more than a few seconds.
Dunked into spikes.
Yeah, that is not the best thing you can have happen there for sure.
Yeah, there's like a pretty sketchy dash, like jump dash, and he like bonked the ceiling, so didn't have enough aim. Definitely something that happens from time to time.
I feel that. And we will be entering Queen's Gardens, which is actually, in my opinion, this is a really easy area in this run compared to something like 80%, because you have Wings and Shade Soul, which just basically materializes everything here, including this arena here where you just one-shot all the Petras.
Yeah, the only enemy in QG is the runner themselves, basically.
Yeah, here we get to see this Hazard Warp, which can be surprisingly easy to miss sometimes, but Blue gets it easy peasy. And then after this we have this long room with the Petras that if you make a mistake there, you can actually really mess you up for the rest of the room, because falling into the thorns here and taking hits is not great, surprisingly. And also the Petra positions can just be really annoying. But Blue's having a very comfortable time here. And in the meantime, Slow does make it to Great Slash with a decently clean split. I saw he was 3 HP there.
The only hit Slow took is from RNG C-Dash out of archives. Other than that, it was hitless.
Yeah, that happens with the C-Dashes.
Yeah. Who's going into the Deepness Dark Room? The hardest one.
Ooh. Did you see that? He didn't go left at all.
Yeah, he didn't go left, which just relied on pure like RNG spawn from the spider.
Yep, but a clean room there for Blue. He did go for the D-Dark at the end of the room, which does mean Blue won't be able to do the left side exit after Hera unless he gathers some extra soul here.
Oh, Slow is going for RNG C-Dash to Raids.
Ooh.
And gets it.
Yep, that's a nice type set for him. And blue gets through Dark Deepness very comfortably. No major. Oh! I didn't expect him to do that.
Yeah, he definitely did underplot intentionally, but then he dropped the roll from the left
Yeah.
instead of like jumping on top of the platform.
Well, woo for that underplat.
Yeah. No midwife content from blue.
No mid-5, yeah. Trying to make it out of the area in the dark, if you don't know it, is actually very agonizing.
Yeah, there's like breakable floor, couple spiders, and a dual. So, not a very good company.
Yeah, there's so many obstacles down there. But overall, pretty clean split from blue.
Yeah, and Slow is getting one hit during the Wraiths arena. Getting one hit. Yeah.
No, not too bad for Slow either.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully,
HP is all you need.
yeah. Hopefully Slow won't be taking any more hits in Queen's Gardens though, because entering the Dark Rooms with like 3 or 2 HP actually can get really sketchy in a race situation.
Oh yeah. There's one particular RNG spider that really hates your entire existence.
Yeah, in the very last Dark Room, right?
Yes.
You can get hit by one of the spiders with nothing you can really do about it unless you slow down pretty considerably. And it can even hit you like straight in the spikes, which means you take a hit and also respawn at the start of the room. Well, you take 2 hits and respawn at the start of the room.
Yeah.
Which is very much not a good thing to have happen.
It actually never happened to me ever, but I've seen it so many times that.
Yeah, last time was Monster getting it in a race, which was not optimal there. We'll be seeing how Slow handles this long room. Usually you want to gather like a 2-3 hits of soul at least in this long room. Maybe more if the Petras are in nice positions.
Oh, he doesn't have dash. Oh, I've seen it coming. He dashed off the platform. Oh,
yeah,
no.
he called it like immediately after the dash. That was unlucky.
Yeah. You see situations like that immediately when you like watch the run. But for some reason, when you're running yourself, it always comes as a surprise.
Yeah, blue guys for Swagdor here. I gotta say, that's not the cleanest Swagdor I've seen.
Yeah,
I give that like a 6 out of 10, maybe.
Yeah, that's very fair. That's very fair assessment of that Swagdor. Oh no, and Slow gets a hit in the long dark room. Falls down to 1 HP. That's very scary.
Okay.
And actually can mess up your muscle memory because like the plank is broken. So you don't have like the muscle memory feedback, you know, that you usually you can see that Slow is getting for like phantom up slashes on the non-existent planks. It's actually very important for your muscle memory. And meanwhile,
for sure.
a hit on the sibling climb.
Yeah, there's so much exciting thing going on.
Okay, gets it.
Yeah, both runners make it past the scary parts of their segments, I think. Well, Slow can still get hit twice here in the last room if the spider is very unfriendly, but let's hope to everything that doesn't happen. Alright, yeah, looks...
This RNG spider, exactly what we were talking about.
Oh my goodness.
Just barely didn't get hit into the spikes.
That was terrifying, honestly.
Slow probably farmed soul on the dual that like turned like backwards to the player.
Yeah.
It's pretty safe spot.
This is a really scary situation for Slow. Maybe even worth taking the bench here, but no, he doesn't go for it. Let's see what Slow is left to do.
Like, yeah, exactly here.
Okay, yeah. Seems like you and Slow are on the same exact wavelengths. 3 full dream nails, very nice.
Yeah, Slow is pretty experienced runner. Like having a 52 definitely should know what he's doing.
For sure, yeah. Just a couple unfortunate mistakes here in this run that put him in this pretty big time deficit, but we can definitely see that Slow has the ability to perform in this other splits. Like he's made a lot of time on blue in very many of the splits.
Yeah, and chat is saying that Slow actually made up 10 seconds on falling rates.
Yeah, Blue did have a pretty rough arena there, and
Yeah.
Slow even went for the RNGC dash that you mentioned, which is a couple seconds of time, so quite nice now.
Goes for the
Blue.
Dream Nail exit. Okay.
Yeah.
Blue actually went for the right side exit.
Yeah, Blue didn't have a soul there, so it's actually faster to go on the right side if you have that little soul. Or you can do the weird nail strats there, but I don't know how those work.
I know that Blue
Yep.
goes for like sketchy stuff on the beast climb, so I'm very excited to see it. He goes for the side
Ooh.
jump, like that.
Damn,
For
this
like-
is like full on IL strats.
Yeah, this is like IL strats. No soul, like maximum time gain.
Yep.
Just like 30 XX. Oh, it gets a hit.
Oh,
unfortunately.
that's a rough hit. I think this looks like a 32 XX climb.
Yeah, that
to me.
hit definitely costed a lot. Because he had like
Yeah.
to dash into the wall after that.
Maybe a high 31. I could see it, but
I could see high
So-
31 for sure, like with the start.
yeah, that was like the first third of that room was basically flawless from Blue, like even for IL standards. So that was really nice.
You can definitely see that some non-negligible amount of grind went into a beast climb.
Yeah, slope smackdoor. Oh, I think that was a little better than Blue's. Maybe 7 or 8 tier.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. There's actually very cool setup for like perfect swag door on the split, where you do
Oh,
like
yeah?
6 dashes to the right as the door starts opening, and you see dash immediately, and you enter in the room basically flawless.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's
Seems
something
like
similar
Bottom
to
went
Path
for
of
like
Pain
kind of
runs.
Path of Pain.
Yeah, Path of Pain like uses the similar setup currently to like exit the final door nearly perfect.
Oh, really? I didn't actually know that. That's cool. Both runners getting the 1 cycle lever in the lighthouse. A very
Impossible.
impressive performance there. I mean, not all of us can do it, so I respect it.
Yeah, like you actually want to hit the lever as soon as you can and dash to the left immediately. So if
Yeah.
you miss the lever, you basically just dash out of the room.
It's one of those things where when you're really trying to cut every single tiny corner, it gets actually surprisingly easy to mess it up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, we're just seeing the Hollow Knight fight here from Blue. This fight can be very finicky. I think Blue is actually on PB pace.
Oh
Blue is
yeah.
definitely on PB pace by like 20 seconds. I wasn't even paying attention to the paces in that sense, but yeah, this is sick for Blue.
Yeah, Blue didn't do like any super major mistakes throughout
Yeah,
the
it's-
whole race.
Blue's had some like minor mistakes for sure, but yeah, as you said, like nothing that would have cost him like a considerable amount of time. So
Yeah, I guess like the most sketchy part was the corner 2 fight.
yeah, that was that was a little scary. Looking like a pretty nice fight here. Not getting many dashes, which is the worst thing THK can do. Like, if THK spams
Oh.
dashes at you, oh, unlucky.
And
Oh,
gets a
becomes a
stream
stream
skip.
Good
Let's
stuff.
go.
Yeah, that's I think that's 24.
Yeah, 24, 25. 24, yeah, 24-ish.
Yeah, that should be let me see, a PB pie. Oh wow, that's like over a 20-second PB for Blue. Good stuff. GG to Blue.
Yeah. Big congrats.
Let me just switch the audio
Yeah,
here.
52-22. Let's go.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. Very
I can,
nice race performance with Blue.
Yeah, let's mark Blue as done.
Yep. And here we see Slow's Abyss Climb. Let's see what he's bringing to the table here. a bit of a careful start here, for sure.
Yeah, definitely more safe, more soul collection. Oh, and unfortunately,
Ooh.
went for Wings turnaround, it seems.
Yeah, that's a very easy set of spikes to take a hit on. Otherwise, looking good though, for sure. Like this last ending segment was very, very quite nice.
Yeah, it was a bit weird because like that hit put slow off cycle, so he got like
Yeah,
gotta stop a little bit.
yeah, the little abyss crawlers or whatever they're called. you really don't want to lose too much time at any point in that climb if you're used to specific cycles from them.
Yeah,
So that
they're
really messes with your memory.
one of the only enemies that are on a global cycle in the room on this particular patch. So you definitely have to like know your cycles.
Oh yeah, that's true. Like, it's surprising to find out like how many enemies only activate or when you get into a specific range of them. But as you said, those guys are moving from the moment you enter the room.
I wonder if Slow will choose to heal before the THK fight, or just like, or start with the Shriek.
I would guess no heal here. It's 4 HP is a pretty comfortable amount to have still.
Oh yeah.
And even then, if you need to heal during the fight, you can do it during the self stabs, right? Which is
Yeah, pretty comfortable spot to heal.
yeah, if your soul is good there, you won't lose any time to taking one heal during the self stabs. Some
Any
chain
cyclone
breaking
slashes?
action. Yeah, I don't think either of them went for the cyclone strats here on the last pair of chains. There's a really cool cyclone that you can use there to do the wiggle that we talked about with Dreamless before. That's actually like RTA viable on the chains.
Yeah.
It just demolishes them. Alright, let's see the fight here.
No
Good
heal.
start.
Oh,
Ooh.
just like waited a little bit less than to do
Yeah.
the parry.
Yeah, on those parries, you wanna wait right next to THK and shriek just as the parry is about to expire.
Yeah,
You
just
get
like
basically a full parry. Yeah, slow hit it like 3 times now since the first one. But oh, there he gets it again. Oh, this is actually a little scary.
Okay, and
It's the
slow
self
stab.
stabs. Yep. I think Slow will take actually 2 heals here, maybe 3. No, just 2. Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah, 2 is what I personally would have done as well, though, in that
Yeah, me too.
situation.
Decides to
Ooh.
damage tank.
Wow, that was a little spooky. A bit more
Just
than a little.
I really dislike to stay like behind THK back. That was some like very risky play from Slow.
Yeah, that was, I was fully expecting THK to die from the first shriek, for the record. So I was not prepared for another attack. I was so scared for Slow
Yeah,
Death.
that was sketchy. Yeah.
Looks like it's a 55-56. Shout out. And Blue is going on an adventure to Elderbug. Very nice.
Oh, GG
Alright.
runners.
Yeah, GG to both of them. Good performances from both.
Yeah.
Should be a mark slowest done. Okay.
Yeah, I think Slow should get like an invite to join the voice channel, and Blue, I see Blue is already like in the setup channel, so we're basically waiting for Slow.
Yep.
Oh, you're typing, okay.
Yeah, I'm putting it in the in the Discord to ask them to join us here momentarily, hopefully. Actually, I'm not sure if Slow wants to join. He's not here, so... Oh, there we go. They are both here.
Yeah, both
in the
feel
setup
free
channel.
to join the live on air channel. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
there we
Hello,
go.
hello, racers.
GG's.
GG.
Yeah, GG's to both of you.
What
Blue...
was Blue's time?
So your times were 55, 56 for slow, and 52-22 for blue, which is
Oh, that's a
actually a
PB.
PB for blue. Yeah.
It is,
Nice.
yeah. By what?
Awesome.
26 seconds? I can't count.
Yeah, think
I'm
about
tired.
that.
Yeah, GG. It's a good run.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, very.
I
very
was
nice
watching
stuff.
the stream on and off, and I saw that you had it a bit unfortunate at Ismas, and yeah, I understand. Like that's really unfortunate. It could have happened to me as well.
Yeah, I just forgot muscle memory.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. I definitely feel that where you just forget, like your hands forget how to do a skip. I don't know why it happens sometimes, but it's a very very natural thing to have happen.
Yeah.
So, Blue, you were watching the race then? Did
I
you?
was on and off. I had it on my second screen, kind of glancing at it now and then.
Okay, cool. So, Slow, I take it you weren't watching since you asked what Blue's time was?
I only checked it like once after Umu, and that was it.
Ah, okay,
Just
cool.
to see how far ahead he was.
Hey, who knows? Maybe Blue could have had also a couple minutes of that spare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You never know. These
Yeah.
things
To be
happen in
honest,
races.
I don't know if I'm happy about this run. I feel like there are a lot of things that I'm not very happy about, especially the early game. I did not like the way I did my early game, especially Green Path. Where
What?
I
What
missed,
are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
We
missed
hit
like
these
all of the
singles in a
fireball
row.
skips.
Oh
Those
no.
singles.
Oh my gosh.
And I had to do singles.
I don't know, but that was like the best part about it, the singles.
Oh my god.
No, I was really
Yeah.
upset with myself after that. I was like, nah, there's no way
Yeah,
I'm winning
you were
this.
so upset you went for the like that sketchy 2 dashes and C peaks.
Yeah, that
Oh.
too.
Hamathadino Fireball. I'm never not doing
Wow.
Hamathadino Fireball.
Wait, that
Like,
was
what's-
intentional?
Yes.
What the heck? I thought you
What-
just forgot to charge the nail art or something.
What's the point if you're not doing Hamathadino Fireball, really?
Alright, I mean, fair enough. If you're if you're confident in yourself to do that, then
Yeah, I
props
guess
to
so.
you. Good stuff from both of you.
Yeah. Something I've noticed, Slow, you had a very, very spicy Hornet 2 fight, like absolutely clean. Did you like gold
yeah,
it?
I golded it by 7 seconds. So that was
Oh,
pretty good.
damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I don't
fight was
think you had a
just-
single fireball there that didn't double in that fight. Like it was just so
yeah,
good.
That was really nice.
That's awesome. When you get that good Hornet 2 fight, I think that's probably one of the best things in all skills. Because it's one of those bosses that you can really just start to mess up. As you saw me do, like I almost died. I'll be honest, I had to heal.
Yeah,
And
went
I had
to
a
1 HP twice
really,
there,
really
didn't you?
slow fights. Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that fight kind of like untilted me after Ismas and Basin stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had outside of the death slow, you had a really nice performance in this race too. Like,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
if those
that's
weren't
probably
there,
the
I
PB. I didn't die.
yeah, this
Yeah.
would have been a very very close race without those deaths. I think.
Yeah.
From glancing over at the restream while running, I actually learned something from you, Slow, which is that you can pogo that little crystal at Ismus.
Oh
The
yeah.
one that's like
Yeah, when
signaling
you're
that
leaving
you're
Ismus.
supposed to see dash. I didn't know you
Oh,
could
yeah,
pogo
yeah,
that.
exiting.
You actually can't do that on current patch. It's 1-2-1 only tech.
Oh,
Oh.
of course.
Interesting.
Yeah, you can't pogo that crystal on CP.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. A lot of things on 1-1 like that where for some reason they just made them unpogable on current bench. I don't
Yeah,
know
and
why.
like
Yeah.
vice
Yeah.
versa, like some things that are non-poggable on 1-2-1 becomes poggable on current patch. Like it makes just no sense.
Yeah,
Oh.
just team cherry things.
Yeah,
Love it.
I actually didn't notice that I had PB'd until like 2 minutes after. Because I was just so focused on the fact that THK kept parrying as the only attack they ever did.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
Hey,
I had
to
like...
be fair, to be fair, parries aren't that bad in all skills, right?
That's true. At least
It's
at
way
least
better to
not
get
a
those than
dash.
dashes. Yeah, exactly.
Slow, by the way, had a quite sketchy THK fight, especially near the end.
Oh yeah, I was terrified
I
there.
kept mistiming my streaks on his parries. That was bad.
Yeah. I feel like the thing that I'm really happy about in this run was that I didn't choke Abyss Climb. I always choke Abyss Climb on like every decent to good pace I have.
Yeah.
But I guess the practice I did the other day paid off really well. And I think I got
Nice.
like a 32 or a high 31. I'm not sure on the number specifically. I'll
wow.
have to go look
That's
back.
really solid.
Yeah,
You
you
went
went
for like an IL strats at the beginning.
exactly. Like until the hit you took from the one of the Crawlids, I think that was like
Yeah.
flawless of his climb pretty much. And even with the hit, that was like a very, very fast one for doing it in a
Yeah,
run.
I'm really curious to check my splits because I'm like 90% sure I must have golded that, as well as I think I golded the main part of Crystal Peaks.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
very, very likely
was a-
there.
Yeah, that was a pretty solid Peaks.
Yeah, I think apart from getting hit on the God Cycle, you have pretty much a flawless peaks as well.
Dang.
Like
Yeah.
the Pogex was clean.
Actually,
I
I think
would-
Slow got like C picks without taking like a single hit, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
That's pretty
Yeah,
crazy,
Until the
actually.
D-Dark.
yeah, exited like crystallized mount at 4 HP. I've noticed that because it's quite unusual.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, did you guys have any other questions about the race or any other comments?
Yeah, I don't see chat having any questions. Just like a bunch of GGs.
Yeah, I think generally I was really nervous coming into this, and it's something that I feel like I'm improving at with every race. That I feel less and less like nervous really, because I've been going into every single one of these races like really rusty on the category.
Mhm.
The last time I was running, the first time I was running True Ending. The last time, the one after that, I was running True Ending, and now I'm running 112.
Yeah.
Yeah, we commented on that a few times in the race that you've been very much focusing on 112, so it was interesting to see whether or not that affected a lot of your performance in the race. But gotta say, you had all the 1-2 to 1 specific stuff you did was pretty clean. It didn't show the rest at all.
Yeah, it's because I panic practiced like the entire 2 hours before this run.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so it's like 112 run into the like intense practice. Wow, you just like overplayed today.
Yeah,
It's like some extra hours.
these are what my weekends look like.
I feel that. I feel
The
that.
chat, like Spirit in the chat, is asking, "What's your new Hornet 2 gold slow?"
Let me check. Let's see.
I think you're gonna need to reset your splits to actually see the split time.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
The anticipation.
Yeah, the suspense.
Oh, let's see. King's Brand 223.80.
Wow, that's
Nice.
very good.
That's like
That's
6
actually-
seconds of a com sub. That's crazy.
That's very
That's-
impressive.
Yep. Especially for
Good.
like your PB is a 52, so definitely overperforming on that split
Yeah.
in regards to that.
Wow. It turns out I didn't gold either Abyss Climb or Crystal Peaks, but I golded Broken Vessel and Watchers,
Ooh.
which is interesting.
You've actually
Not
really.
noticed that your wings and watchers were pretty clean.
I think generally I had just really good RNG on both of them, so I feel like that's probably the main part of it.
Yeah, that's fair. Both execution and RNG were very nice to you in those splits. But that said, though, I think we're gonna thank you guys for racing, and thanks, Wally, for commentating with me.
Yeah, thank you too, Axe. It was a pleasure to me, and thanks a lot, Speed Gaming, for having us this nice evening.
Oh, yeah.
GG
Indeed.
Slow.
Thank you. GG's, definitely.
Alright, bye everyone.
Yeah, bye everyone.
Have a nice
Bye.
night / day. I don't know what time zones you all are in.
Later.